kulakları küpeli. Deli deli kulakları küpeli.
Nene, derin benim babam.
O ne biçim laf kız?
Ama öbür babalara hiç benzemiyor.
Çünkü senin baba seninle aynı yaşta.
Benim babam benden aynı yaşta. Yakalayamazsın ki.
Gitme. Dur babaannem kıza. Torunun küçük bir kızı boğmuş gölde.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Elesha Mayasaralua, and yeah, how is the lockdown going in your area? I know it's been a lot for a lot of people. I mean, I can't begin to recount some of the things people have told me, but hey, it's day 5 out of 14, especially if you're in Lagos, Ogun, and the Federal Capital Territory. And we are coping, we're surviving, and we're definitely going to pull through. Amen. All right, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I did not expect to shoot this soon, but I had to because of a couple of things I wanted to share so badly. Okay, I said I was going to wear glasses all through this pandemic, just to be sure I don't go touching my face on my eyes, something like that. But hey, welcome back. What's up, you all? Let's quickly gist. There's been a lot going on just because people want to survive this isolation. There's been a lot of challenge. People have been trying to hook up on social media, using of Instagram Live, Twitter. I have personally been on WhatsApp a lot, trying to give updates on the pandemic, giving genuine stories and staying away from fake news, basically. And I guess it's been really appreciated, which I sort of like, and I say thank you to everyone that's been following. But I don't know what you've been doing, really. I know in my last post I did share how to survive the isolation, from reading to exercising, communicating, taking courses or skills and all of that. But if you're one of those who's been spending time a lot on social media, you probably would have seen a lot of things, from the brush don't rush challenge. I'm still gonna do mine anyway, to everybody having a more like a chain movie session, like watching the same movie. I know Money Aced, or whatever that thing is called, is currently showing. I've never seen it, but I think I will because of the pressure right now. But something trended sometime this week, a particular movie, and that's what's it again, Miracle in the Seventh Cell, or in the Miracle in Cell number 7. Yeah, that's it. And when I saw it trend on Twitter, I was like, okay, let's try it out. I'm not a movie person, actually. I'm not 100% movie person, but when I try to see movie, I am always very dedicated to them. So I decided to try it out, and I just completed it some minutes back. That's why I'm filming. So let's just call this a reaction video to the Miracle in the Cell number 7 movie. Yeah. Anyway, for those who've probably not checked it out, because when I was trying to download the movie, I had to dig deep before I found the one a lot of people just watched recently, which is a Turkish version, the Netflix Turkish version of the movie, whatever it is. But I realized that that movie has been on for a very long time. Like, it's been different version. I think I saw a South Korean version of the movie, which was produced in 2013. But right now we're talking about the Turkish version, which Netflix just recently released, and according to reports is one of Netflix recent awesome production, or whatever, successful. Yeah, that's what it was called. One of the recent Netflix successful movie. But when I saw that movie, well, a lot of people talked about wailing, crying from the beginning to the end and all that stuff. So I was expecting to cry because I can be a very emotional person. But I started the movie. It's a great movie, to be honest. I liked the storyline. It's different. Not something I've seen in a recent time. But for those who said the world from the beginning to the end, like, what really is your problem? Is it the isolation or something else? Because I feel like so many people just wanted to cry out their pain of the isolation. That's why you probably cry from the beginning to the end, or cry for so long in that movie, because it wasn't that deep. That's what I think. It wasn't really that deep. But it was a good movie. Well, in case you've not seen the movie, I'm sure you're wondering, what is it about? Let me quickly take you down a bit of the background or synopsis of the movie. In the movie is about a man who had a mental illness and like mentally deranged, although he's still kind of communicates well, but I don't know what that sickness is called. But I'm still trying to find out. You know, unlike My Name is Khan, where we knew that Khan had Asperger's syndrome, I don't really know what this is called. They just called it a mental illness, but I think there should be a name for that condition. So he has a mental illness. He more like thinks like a baby, but he has a child. That girl should be like maybe 6, 7. I don't know. They didn't disclose her age, or maybe if they did, I didn't get it. So yeah, he has a child and a grandmother, and they had a very good life. I mean, normal life. They played a lot. They had time together a lot. Until one day they were trying to get a bag, and then one very wicked commander in their community got the same bag for the daughter, the last one of it actually. And then that commander was on a picnic with his family, and somehow the man, Memo, the man with the mental illness, was somewhere around that area. Then I think they saw him. They usually call him the madman or idiot in the community. So they saw him, and the daughter of the commander was carrying that same backpack at that time. So he saw it and he was like, hey, my daughter's backpack. The girl was like, do you want it? He said yes, and she was like, okay, come get it. So she kept playing and moving on the rock, and then she fell and died. And they arrested him, said it was the reason for the death, although there was a witness fire off inside the EU. But the guy, being a deserter that he ran away from the military, he could not come out to testify. So blah blah blah blah. He was in prison. He was thrown in one of the deadliest cell room, if that was what it's called, and somehow I was able to cope. He made friends with the cellmates, and those guys started digging into his matter, like, this guy is not even supposed to be here. It feels like he's not all right. Like, why would they take it? You know, normally in Nigerian society, when you commit a crime and the person is mentally not all right, you plead insanity. So those guys are probably thinking in that direction, like, no, he shouldn't be here if he was insane. If you plead insanity and it's confirmed, they probably will take it to rehabilitation center and not a cell, you know, that kind of thing. So those guys were literally thinking in that direction, like, are you sure this guy did this thing? So they got really connected with him and blah blah blah blah blah. They found the witness, but the wicked commander killed the witness. Long story short, someone in the cell decided to take his place for the execution. They wanted to execute him. In the middle, they lost their grandmother. Anyway, that's what the story is about. It's just about the fact that people can change, you know, because I saw that some of the cell members who were probably hardened criminals, with their encounter with him, they started having a change of heart and all of that. So yeah, it brought that to light. It brought love to light. It brought family connection to light. I liked it. I liked the story. Nothing happened to the commander eventually. I'm not sure the commander paid for whatever he did, because even when they switched, when someone gave his life in place of this guy, nothing happened. They just switched him and he had to leave town with his daughter. So yeah, good story, no doubt, but I still am not understanding, why are you people crying? I mean, is there something I missed? Do I still need to go back to the movie to probably check out for places I was supposed to cry? Anyway, let's talk about some of the places, parts of the movie that I like. I liked the sarcasm. The lines were really good. Even though I watched the Turkish version that was translated, I feel like the lines were good. I could tell due to some of the things I read during the subtitle, especially the part, I could probably I'll fix it in, the part where the daughter was in the cell with him, and one of those visits, and it was counting names of people, like, how are they? And other cell members were there, and those are like, who are all these people? I thought you said you only have your daughter and grandmother. And it was like, yeah, those are the people I have. I'm like, so who are those people? He said, my sheeps. And you're like, God, are you serious?
O da iyi baba, hepsi iyi.
Yaramaz Rıza.
İyi.
Kimsem yok dedin. Yok. Babaannem var, oğlan var.
50 kişi saydın ama.
50 değil, 8.
Bunlar kim ya?
Koyunla.
That part, I laughed hard. Like, I really liked that part. The sarcasm was crazy. And a couple of other things that made me smile, which I really liked. I think another part, the only part I probably would have cried, is the part where I thought it was the one they executed. You know, they did that part in a way that he had said goodbye to his cellmate and he was going out. In fact, they made it feel like it was the one that was led to the execution point, until when they did a recap of someone giving his life for him, or in place of going to die in place of him and all of that. I think that was the only part I could have cried, or maybe the part where the grandmother died. I probably could have cried there, but I don't think they really sustained those things to the point that I will start wailing or start crying. Maybe because the movies that get me, see, there's a way you will sustain a particular part of a movie that you don't have a choice. But I think for most parts, every time those things happen, they rush through it, and that's one thing I had a problem with. For instance, when grandma died, you know, the way she was coming down, so I think she had a heart attack or something, the way she was coming down slowly, there's a way you would have done that. The soundtrack almost made me get to that point, but I did not get there because they did not sustain it. The same thing for when we thought it was the one being executed. They did not sustain it. Immediately they showed that life have come out of his body. Emitibo in Yoruba. Immediately they showed that part. They just went back to the recap and started showing us that somebody died in his place. How do you want me to cry? No, even if I was thinking of crying, maybe if the next scene had led to something, or maybe if I had seen the doctor cry, also thinking or believing that I was executed, I would have cried. But there was no sustenance, so there was practically no reason for me to cry. Anyways, that's what I think about this movie. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I just thought to share my opinion with you. Since this is something that a lot of people have been talking about, I thought to let you know. And I tweeted about this. I also dropped Instagram comment. I'll probably check out some of the things people are saying. I'll show you their opinions about the movie, and that's just going to be it. So let's quickly check out what people are saying on my Instagram, particularly about this movie.
Ololakwe says, my thoughts exactly. I was looking forward to crying all through, but maybe a bit when grandmother died. Still a great movie though. Well, I agree. Beat by Femi says, as in, the matter tire me. Omo, omi lopo loju won. MMB Accessory says, some of us are emotional beings. Me, I did not cry from beginning to the end, but 2 or 3 scenes got me teary. Kadapera says, I wonder that was how they were shouting on When They See Us too. I totally agree though. Moyo.odi says, thank you, my namesake. I planned on watching it again to see if I missed where I was supposed to cry.
So yeah, the comments seem to be very hilarious. I'm sure you're ready to. Thank you so much, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I really do want to know what you think about this movie, and if it was worth the hype. Okay, let me know. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. My name is Alesha Moyoserilu. I'll probably come back a lot to talk about some of the things I think and some of the things that are currently trending. Remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.